Detectives aren't supposed to get bloody knuckles. But I've done a lot of things I wasn't supposed to do. I lived through it all. Beatdowns, the backstabbing, disrespect most people wouldn't see in 10 lifetimes. And I never lost a fight.
What's up guys, Ian from Eurogamer here, and guess what? There's been a murder. Sorry, I just wanted to say it like that, just once. Oh, come on, stop looking so disappointed. Reports of the death of the AA game seem to have been greatly exaggerated. Some of us here at Eurogamer should apologise for that, but we're sure we're not alone in being surprised when something like murdered sole suspect emerges as we sit on the cusp of a new generation. It's original to a degree, left field and ambitious, so there's all that to be thankful for, but there's also something slightly archaic and troubling about this Square-published murder mystery, and you're left wondering not whether this is the kind of game that couldn't be backed in this day and age, but rather if it's the kind that shouldn't.
Hey, Baxter, hey! Just get back to taking them statements. Come on.
Yeah, I'm the stupid one.
On paper, Airtight Games' adventure sounds great. A mix of the canny puzzling of Ghost Trick with the hard-boiled investigation of L.A. Noire. As in Shu Takumi's Nintendo DS gem, you're playing a recently departed detective, looking into the circumstances surrounding your own death, and like L.A. Noire, you unravel that mystery with a notebook in hand, piecing together clues and stalking the crime scene with the impunity that's afforded the deceased.
I gotta see if they found any leads that I don't already know about.
Murdered Sole Suspect seems literate in classic adventure games, a point you couldn't really accuse Team Bondi's own Detective Yarn of. There's none of the faff and none of the unfathomable logic. The bigger picture is pieced together with systems that could have been plucked from the point-and-clicks heyday, delivered with a spiritual twist.
Nice.
You can inhabit other characters, gently swaying their thoughts, listening in on conversations, or peering through their eyes to pick up another clue.
Good. The killer didn't bring a weapon, so he used mine? What does that mean?
It's smart, and there are little flashes of it being met with a world that's worth exploring. An investigation leads you into an apartment block, where you're free to drift through walls and peer in on other strange, distant lives. You can get tangled up in ones closer to home too, with fellow ghosts also left piecing together their final moments, occasionally crossing your path. You're free to drift in and out of these as you please, and there's something pleasingly voyeuristic about Murder's distractions. There's something worrying too in some of the scrappier sides of Murdered Sole Suspect. The logic of the game world seems twisted and flawed. As a ghost, you're free to float through interior buildings, but as it takes place in Salem, Massachusetts, a city that's blessed, or cursed rather, with a history of occult happenings, you can't go through exterior walls as they're magically blessed. Right. In a genre that's all about using logic to deduce puzzles, such fuzzy examples can't help but be a concern. It's also an odd-looking game. Ronan O'Connor, the deceased lead, continues to prove that waistcoats are this year's bow and arrow, but that aside, he's a mess of character design. His creator's shooting for something anarchically archaic, but falling short. He looks like Axl Rose, but sadly not the wailing star in his 90s prime, rather it's the sad, bloated one that plays to car parks of disinterested, disappointed Guns N' Roses fans to this day.
What a night, huh, Robinson?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yes, Murdered Sole Suspect isn't another shooter, and it isn't another sequel, but is that enough? Airtight Games has already proven with Quantum Conundrum that it doesn't necessarily have what it takes to deliver on its original thinking, and it would be a shame if this fell foul of the same faults. Still, there's plenty of time to get things right. The game's scheduled for a 2014 release and is heading for Xbox 360, PlayStation and PC, and of course we'll be featuring more of it closer to the time, along with loads more exclusive content about the biggest upcoming games of this gen and next. So get clicking that subscribe annotation now, before I moider you. See, I'm not really going to murder you, I just wanted to say moider again because, you know, like one of those American cops. Moidered. Or I could have said it a bit like Cracker. There's been a murder. I should redo that voiceover now, shouldn't I? Murdered. Murdered. Sole suspect. I can't do a Scottish accent. I should probably stop now. Subscribe. Murdered.
Hey! Come back!
Great.